Good evening and happy hump day. It's Chelsea Whittington here live on behalf of the Gary Literacy Coalition and its Philanthropic Thrust. We're at the Hard Rock and I am joined by one of its most illustrious board members, Attorney Shalise Tolbert, who is a champion of literacy. This is going to be a hodgepodge of interviews tonight, counselor. And I saw you. I know that you are committed to the Gary Literacy Coalition. And I said, let's kick it off. So I want your thoughts. Reading. What was reading to you growing up?
Well, you know what? I grew up in the era of Judy Blume books.
Ooh.
So that's taking it back. But me and my friends in my neighborhood, we grew up, we would walk to the library, Kennedy Library, every Saturday morning.
Oh, I love it.
From Glen Park or in Glen Park from 46th Avenue.
And nobody had to force you.
Nobody had to force us. We were barely 10, 11 years old, walking to the library every Saturday, checking out our books, reading there. And, you know, it's always just been something that was second nature.
Yeah.
So it's not something that I've ever thought about being work, well, until I got to law school.
Of course, you had a lot of reading to do, but I'm sure that prepared you for the amazing career in law you have now.
Well, I appreciate that, and it sure did. So, you know, it was a no-brainer for me to become involved with the Gary Literacy Coalition. I think I've been involved now since probably around 2007 or 8, I think. And I'm currently serving as the interim vice president. So we are happy to have this event back and to partner with the Hard Rock in doing this. It's just fantastic, and it's turning out very well. Everybody seems excited as they are here. I'm ready to have a good time. We've got a great band.
A great band.
Yes.
And we're just ready to dance our shoes off in the name of literacy. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, Tolbert and Tolbert, for being one of our sponsors tonight.
Yes.
Per usual.
Of course. And we are here to make Gary a reading city.
Absolutely. Thank you, Attorney Shalise Tolbert and GLC board member. We'll see you inside.
Thank you.
If you're just joining us, welcome. We're at the Hard Rock Casino of Northern Indiana here in Gary, Indiana. And we are here for the Gary Literacy Coalition's Philanthropic Thrust. You may have seen us at the Genesis Center. You may have seen us at the Dean and Barbara White Center. And this year we have partnered with the Hard Rock Casino to raise dollars to make Gary a reading city. So as the night progresses, before we get into the program, I am interviewing various individuals about the importance of literacy. And if you could see the flurry of activity behind me, guests are coming in and they're getting their raffle tickets before they go inside. I think I see our executive director, Lori Kirkendile, who is here tonight. She's been running all over, but I think she's going to run over to the camera in a second because I have to ask her how she's feeling tonight. Lori, give me a quick soundbite. I know you're busy, but it's your night. It's your night. Step to the mic. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Okay, so what can we expect tonight, and what's our end goal?
Well, our end goal is to raise money so we can continue to do programs that support literacy, literacy awareness, and literacy opportunities so we can make Gary a reading city.
I'm hearing that over and over. How important is that? Because we often talk about how reading is the basis of everything.
And that's it. Reading is the base of everything. It helps you to get a job. It helps you to function day to day. It helps you to learn and acquire new information. Reading is everything.
Reading is everything. I love that. It is. So there's some people they're watching. I don't know why they're not here. But for whatever reason, if they're not here and they still want to give, contribute, and make a difference, what do they need to do?
All they need to do is visit our website, GaryLiteracyCoalition.org, and hit that donate button and give, or mail us a check or money order at 650 Grand Street, Suite 8, Gary, Indiana, or give me a call. I'll meet you where you're at and I'll pick up the cash there too. So, and that is area code 219-885-2229.
That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, our president, CEO, executive director, Gary Literacy Coalition. Congratulations on tonight. I'll see you on the dance floor. Okay.
I'm going to move in my seat.
Okay. Thank you, Lori.
Right.
Now, if ever there were individuals, I'm going to invite them up together. Y'all can come on both sides of me. If ever there were champions for education, literacy, reading, it's these two teachers that are on my shoulders right here. I hear them now like, watch your grammar, watch your spelling, Chelsea. Come on in to the shot. I have to my left and to my right Gleneva Dunham, who is the president of our teachers union, ATF, and she'll give you all the numbers and letters. I just know she's a teacher at heart. And then to my right, our chief of schools for the Gary Community School Corporation, Dr. Esther Goods. When I talk teachers, when I talk literacy, I think of people like these ladies right here. I'll start with you, Glenn. Tell me what reading was for you growing up.
Okay,
right here in the mics too. You kind of tall, Glenn.
Yeah, I am tall. So thank you, Chelsea, for the opportunity. So reading was everything. Learning how to read at an early age and then passing that on. And so reading is the foundation of everything. You know, if you don't know how to read, you are in a hard way. And so reading being that important, then of course I taught kindergarten for 31 years.
Wow.
And I taught a lot of kids. Matter of fact, a minute ago I just saw one of my past students.
How did that make you feel?
Just remember my whole name, Miss Taylor. She said, I'm Tamara Davis, but what made me feel better, I remember her whole name. And I remember where she lived. And so, literacy
How
transcends.
rewarding is that?
I mean, it's excellent. It's excellent. It's excellent. I just love it. And so just being here with the foundation today, they do some good work in the schools. You know, reading is a lifetime.
Yes.
And the best gift you can give to a kid is a book. And so that's what it's all about tonight. There's books on the tables. We know everybody will walk out with a book. The AFT Local 4, we have book fairs, annual book fairs, and we have one coming up on December the 23rd.
Perfect.
And,
what time and where?
10 to 2 at the Gary Teachers Union, 1401 Virginia Street.
Okay.
And there'll be more information coming.
Send me the flyer. You know I'll put it out high and low and everywhere.
We'll put it out because we know reading is valuable. And so happy to be here tonight and just love to read and love to teach reading as well.
Thank you, kindergarten teacher, Miss Taylor. Dunham. Sorry, Mr. Dunham. And over here, Dr. Goods.
Yes,
First of all, I'm joyful in the fact that I'm standing here with our union, with our administration. We do get along.
Yes, we do.
We know how to talk to one another
Yes, we
and
do.
come together on initiatives like tonight. You're a nerd. First of all, she loves to read. And so talk to me about our partnership, of course, with Gary Schools, Gary Literacy Coalition. They're always bringing our kids books. Don't you love it?
They do. Oh my God. So I had to be here tonight. Okay, I had to be here tonight because the support that Gary Literacy Coalition gives our schools is immeasurable. We have partnered with them for so many different events throughout the school year. Like, we had the Jumpstart, Read for the Record, where I even signed up our cabinet members to read in our schools. We had the beginning of the school year where Lori and her folks came out and they had a booth and they were just giving away books.
Yeah.
We had the STEM and Treat event where Lori came with STEM books from the Gary Literacy Coalition. We have an event tomorrow, the Roaring to Read event. Roar.
Like the Roar to Read.
And we will be at Glen Park Academy at 5 o'clock, and we will be in the nice new library reading. We have different books for different grade bands, and we will be having discussions with students about some of those books and some of the themes from the books, and we'll also have some of our younger students read to us. And we will read to them. So bring your kids out, because when they say reading is everything, it really is. It really is. I come from that era of Keystone and Wind Chimes.
And we would always ask, what book group are you in?
Yes.
Oh, we already read that, Honeycomb.
Yeah.
You're taking me back, but you're dating me.
Okay, I'm sorry. But
she's really
But reading groups and how powerful reading groups were. And so I always remember my 5th grade teacher, Miss Carson, because she made a really big deal out of reading groups and your reading group and be ready, because she was ready. So I just want folks to know that if we're not reading, we're not learning.
Okay.
We are reading to learn. We always say K to 3, they're learning to read, but after that, they are reading to learn.
Well,
and
thank
we
you.
Got to keep reading.
Dr. Goods, Gleneva, I love you ladies. Thank you for what you do for our children, for our community. Keep standing up for literacy, and I'll see you all on the dance floor.
And we'll be at the event on the 23rd with the union.
There we go, with the union. 23rd, Unite to Read.
That's right.
All right. And we're going to keep this reading party going. I don't know who's coming next, but I will tell you that I might as well just finish up the other half of the puzzle. We have attorney Michael Tolbert, who is one of the sponsors of tonight and also the spouse of our board member, attorney Shalise Tolbert. Now, when she was on the mic earlier, she talked about walking to the library every Saturday at age 11. Now, I know you all have known each other a long time. I think that was your pre-stalk days before you started stalking her. She got to walk to the library alone. Or were you in the, like, books shelves stalking her? But come on over to the mic and talk to me about your reading memories.
Well, my reading memories are, I have very fond memories of reading. I read every day. My dad actually instilled in me the love of reading, and he's always told me that the key to success is being able to read and being not only being able to read, but to be able to comprehend what you read.
That's
so
right.
Comprehension is very important. So
yes,
just happy to be here tonight. This is a wonderful event that Shalise and I have been full supporters of year after year, and we just continue to keep the train going.
All right, well, go ahead. You got lots of law books and briefs to read.
Of course.
And thank you for the support of GLC.
No problem.
Any word of encouragement you want to get to Lori and her team and the board?
I'll just say continue to stay strong. You have our support. Keep God first and just continue to give the gift of reading.
Amen. Thank you. We'll see you inside.
All right, see you later.
That was attorney Michael Tolbert of Tolbert & Tolbert Legal, a sponsor. And we have a platinum sponsor. But before we talk to Cheryl, our platinum sponsor, we're going to talk to someone who's no stranger to this camera. Y'all probably tired of us. Guess what? We don't care. It's Dr. Vanessa Allen McLeod of the Urban League of Northwest Indiana, another partner in literacy, another backbone organization that emphasizes reading. And I've been talking to everybody on camera, asking them about a memory of learning to read or something you did as a child around reading. So I'm going to invite you to the mic to share your reading memory.
Let me talk about this. I remember when one of my daughters was having a little trouble reading.
Okay.
And I received a number of books from the Gary Literacy Coalition. Now, this is before Lori,
okay.
Of course.
Okay, that was era Twyman era. Era.
Absolutely. And I made a deal with my daughter that if she read, I would wash the dishes.
Oh, that's a good deal. I hated washing dishes. I'll read the Bible, everything.
So when she read, if she stumbled, I said, go back and do it again. I kept washing dishes. Now, after I was washing dishes for about 2 months.
Oh, you caught on to what she read? She knew how to read. She didn't want to wash dishes. She got it.
And of course, she has excelled. And right now, she's an electrical engineer down in Indianapolis. And she received her foundation from the Gary Community School Corporation, as well as the oldest daughter.
Yes.
So reading is essential. I would encourage everyone to go or call the Gary Literacy Coalition and ask them, can you just have a book or two? Or
because
3?
they'll give them to you.
They will give them to
brand
you
new,
free of charge. And you can have them for any grade level.
Yes.
Any grade level. And this will help advance your child in terms of their academic achievement.
Yes.
Trust me, it's true. So on behalf of the Urban League of Northwest Indiana, do this. Everybody join in. And special kudos to Lori and all that she's doing. We're here in this beautiful place.
Yes, in Gary.
And we just thank her and her team for all that they're doing. So I'm going to get out of the way so somebody else. But read.
And I'll see you on the dance floor. But you're welcome to wash my dishes anytime. I can read, but we'll talk offline. Love you,
Bye.
Dr. Vanessa Allen McLeod, Urban League of Northwest Indiana, another amazing partner of the Gary Literacy Coalition. Now, when we talk about the Gary Literacy Coalition, its origins, its connection to Methodist Hospital, I see this woman's face. This is Denise Dillard. I don't know what hat she's wearing tonight, but I know she loves to read. I know you know the impact of Gary Literacy Coalition, and what I have been asking folks to do is come right to these mics and just give us a fond memory of reading, learning how to read, or even what you're reading now.
Well,
come on over.
I had a daycare that many people forget for about 14 years, and during that time, Gary Literacy, we had real good fun because we were always getting books.
Free,
always getting
brand
books.
new.
My babies could read it too. And so they knew their spot words, they knew how to identify things, and they knew that vegetables had colors, and those colors were identified, and then they ate the vegetable.
Oh, yummy. Yummy activity.
So with literacy, it has just been imperative that you start early. I mean, people talk about that, but that is actually true. You know, you read early to your children. You get them in, even if they're just carrying a book. Young kids will see me on the street and say, "You gave me a book. I remember." You know, and that makes your heart feel good, you know, because lots of times having their own library, you just can't imagine how good that feels.
Yes.
And so you want to continue to read, encourage them to read. Don't let them feel that it's, oh, I'm not like popular because I'm doing this and it's kind of nerdy. No, it's not nerdy.
It's very cool.
Reading is how you make it out here, because anything else, you've got to believe what they tell you.
Oh.
And you can't get in the book and read it for yourself.
Malcolm X.
So,
hide it in the
make
book.
it happen. Make it happen.
I
Don't do
love
it.
you,
I
Denise
love you,
Dillard.
baby.
Thank you for
I
your
love
support of the Gary Literacy Coalition.
Always.
And I'll see you on the dance floor.
We will.
So tonight's entertainment is none other than Together, the Together Band, and coming to get together with me is the executive director of the Gary Educational Development Foundation. You know, I'm feeling real good about myself remembering all these different organizations. But you know why? Come on up here, Charius. We got us a stalker on camera.
I'm trying to figure out why I only got 2 minutes
Oh my
of
goodness.
airtime, but everybody else get like 30, 45 minutes of
Because
airtime.
you have a bus wrap that's bigger than the size of this casino. Yeah, he's on the side of the bus. But if you want to stand and support, come on over.
Yes.
And I have with me the Gary Educational Development. You can't make this stuff up. Gary Educational Development Foundation. Just because you read doesn't make me not be silly, right? Charius Anderson is here, and I wanted you to join me. One, of course, you're a partner, but two, when we talk about scholarships and all of the different scholarships that you offer, you have to know how to read and express yourself to even get to that point to get the money to go to school. But before you talk about GEDF, step to the mic and tell me one fond memory you have of learning to read.
So,
Come on up to the mic. I want them to hear you loud and clear.
so one thing I will ask not to read again is One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish. That book is about 50 pages. So that's the thing. It's about 50 pages. But my fondest memory of the Gary Literacy Coalition is, of course, when we were coming up in school, they were a parent in our lives and very active in our schools. We are products of Gary Community Schools.
Yes.
And so we actually, and it come full circle and be the ones to sponsor the Jumpstart Read for the Record.
Yes.
So the foundation has been sponsoring that particular program for Gary Literacy Coalition for as long as I've been there. So we won't date. We won't,
because I'm sitting there like Gary Literacy Coalition didn't exist when I was in school, but I can still read. And I heard about it when I was like away in grad school or something. So good job, Ear Twyman, for
for making Gary a
Dr.
reading
Simpson,
city.
yes.
Absolutely, Dr. Simpson, absolutely.
And
So,
Lori Kirkendall has
Yes.
taken the torch and run with
and
it.
she's running with it.
She had some shoes to fill, let me tell you. But she's doing it. We got a full room here at the Hard Rock. And
lovely.
I want you to just tell everybody, though, about your organization's mission, because we have some deadlines and some work to do around scholarships for our babies. And I don't know if they can hear you well, so
I'm
can
sorry.
you step up? Yeah, I just want to make
Please
sure.
let me step up and talk just a little bit louder, just to let you know that the scholarship program or competition will be beginning at Westside Leadership Academy. We're going to hit the ground running in January. You know, the kids don't come back to school. And, of course, Dr. Goods and C. Witt herself will be on target to let you know where to be, when to be. And actually, our scholarship program is all electric. So there's no need to fill out paper.
Yes, we're going to get online, but you have to know how to read.
And if you need paper, we got paper.
Okay.
So look for us in January, and then of course our the Gary Educational Development Foundation MLK and Black History Program will be coming up January or February. So
All right. Well,
stay
we will
tuned.
keep
That's
everybody in tune with what your organization, your foundation has going on. And I promise, if I hear anybody, any organization say that they didn't hear from a West Side student applying for a scholarship, I'm going to scream.
And call me because I'm going to harass our students.
Harassment is key.
The doctor is harassing them. That is correct.
We will make sure they go to college.
Westside
I know
is
what
the
they
only,
don't know.
the only high school eligible for our scholarships. We got $100,000 on the ground, guys.
Oh my God! Look who it
And I
is.
plan on taking it all off the table and giving it to the children.
Okay.
So please, please, please read, apply, and then turn it in so that you can get your scholarship from GEDF.
All right.
Let's go, Cougars.
All right. We
you,
got
Kelsey.
that. We heard it. Thank you for this opportunity. So you saw my level of excitement. There's somebody over my shoulder. He's probably avoiding me. Most folks do that when they see the camera and the lights because they're like, Chelsea, are you going to make me talk? But I think it's more than apropos to close out tonight's video with the actual founder of the Gary Literacy Coalition once he joins me over here. But while we're waiting on him, I'm going to talk to you about what's going to happen tonight. Tonight, we're going to announce all of the initiatives that the Gary Literacy Coalition has going on. We're going to honor some folks. We're going to talk about our sponsors. We're going to give books away. But most important, we are here to raise money on behalf of the Gary Literacy Coalition. You're not here tonight? That's okay. The cool thing about technology is you can give from wherever you are, whenever you can, whenever you want to. Head over to our website, GaryLiteracyCoalition.org. Click that donate button. And we also have volunteer opportunities. Sometimes we get out of the workforce and we're wondering, what else can we do to contribute to the overall quality of life in the Gary community? I'm so glad you asked. You can become a volunteer reader and go into our schools, our after-school programs and organizations and read to our young people. We also want to remind you, and Lori will be proud of me to make this a point, that none of the books that we give out through the Gary Literacy Coalition are used. So if you're thinking, oh, I have 1,300 old books in the basement, stop. We don't want those. We pride ourselves on giving the community brand new books. Dr. Simpson, I'm going to invite you on over as we wrap up this video because we want to give you kudos. He said he'll be right back, but we may be wrapped up by then, but we definitely want to give kudos to Dr. Simpson for founding the Gary Literacy Coalition. I know what he just did. I'm pretty smart. I can read. We talked about reading being fundamental and foundational. He probably is too shy to get on camera, but I will sing his praises as a Howard alumni, as a doctor in our community. He came up with the idea of having books in the doctor's office for children 0 to 5 years. So while you're sitting and waiting for that examination in Dr. Simpson's office, you got a great book to read, but not only to read, but to take home with you. From that initiative grew the Gary Literacy Coalition, which was led for 20 years by the incomparable Ira Twyman. From there, they were able to set up shop right on the campus of Methodist Hospital's North Lake, where they still reside. And the program has grown tremendously. And it's just so great to see Dr. Simpson here tonight, the board members, the sponsors, because they are all part of this narrative that we are celebrating tonight. That is the Gary Literacy Coalition. Again, if you are interested in volunteering, you can make a quick phone call by dialing 219-885-2229. Okay, he is back. We're closing out the video with the founder, the visionary, Dr. Steve Simpson. Dr. Simpson, I won't hold you long because the program's getting ready to begin. Yep. I'm just asking you to give your congratulations on this milestone tonight for our philanthropic thrust. And we'll close from there. Please step to the mic.
I have to congratulate the board and our director that put this together, along with Hard Rock Casino. Hard Rock was very generous and gracious to entertain us and also to contribute their resources to the cause.
Well, I want to thank you on behalf of the citizens and the supporters of the Gary Literacy Coalition for your vision. We want to raise a lot of money, and you leading the charge makes me know that this is going to be a successful night. Thank you for your leadership, your vision, and for having the trust to pass the torch and trust others to make sure that Gary becomes a reading city.
Well, Lake County will have an effort coming forth shortly for literacy, and you'll be hearing about it.
All right. Well, that's the teaser we need. Thanks, everybody, for watching again. Please give to the Gary Literacy Coalition. Head on over to GaryLiteracyCoalition.org. Follow us on Facebook. Donate, donate, donate so that we, in fact, will have Gary as a reading city. Thanks so much for watching. Share this video, and we'll see you next time.